Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogi Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination. It's good to see you guys tonight. Hope everybody's having a good week. If you've been watching the latest shows, you hopefully you caught Beast of the Woods. They just had Larry, I should say they. I always put them together, Mark and Larry. They just had a really good show over there. We're doing a back-to-back tonight, so they are here tonight to join me. So I think it's going to be a great show. I think we're really going to have a good time, and really, I want to promote Larry's channel, and I'm looking forward to great things from him. Should be a good time. Without further ado, actually, I'm not going to sit here and babble, but before I do, let me just say real quick hi to everybody in chat. There was a way I could do this and see everybody who's who. I think I have to do that from the YouTube side. So I'll just scroll through. So what is going on? I'm probably going to miss a lot of people, but Debbie Jones, how are you? Larry, Robin, Sandra, Tony, what's going on, man? Crow Creek. CD Squatcher, Squatching Cowboy. Hey, Joe. Night Wolf. Who else? I think I said hi to Larry. Robin, Spencer. Noel, what's up, man? Hey, Cashew. Stephanie, what's happening? Thank you, guys. Let me say thank you right now to my moderators. You guys do a hell of a job. Cashew, you guys just make chat what it is. So I thank you so much for that. Anyway, enough of that. Excuse me, I look like hell. I had this major sneezing fit before I came on. Let me bring up Mark and Larry. What's up, gentlemen?
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing good. Love the show tonight, by the way, Larry. Great job.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
I tell you, I really like this collaboration that we have between this show, Beast TV, and Beast of the Woods. It's just, I think it's really good that we collaborate, and because we have the same friends in chat.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm honored, that you guys are including me in this collaboration. It's you guys are some of the nicest people out there, and I couldn't think of other people. There's nobody else I'd like to do this with. You guys are awesome. You're funny, you're sincere. Thank you for this opportunity.
Hey, it's our pleasure. We enjoy your company. We always have fun whenever we get together, even though it's on live chat, but it's fun. So we got to hit the woods together sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as I was saying earlier, and I'm not going to bring it up now, but what we were talking about earlier, I'll get down there. We'll get together.
Yeah.
We can always meet in the middle somewhere.
True. So, who else do we have? Mark Dodman. What's up? All the way from down under. Hey, Diane. Good to see you. Jay Crave Dog. Chick Feed made it. Surprised she didn't kill you two yet. I was just going to say, just hold off for a couple hours, would you? Before you kill him.
Oh, she hadn't killed us by now. She's not going to.
Yeah.
Right? But that was classic, though. That was good footage.
Oh, man.
So, tell me about your show, your channel. What's your goal?
My goal?
What do you want to do?
Whatever I want to do.
Yeah. Are you going to stick with the Bigfoot, or are you going to branch off?
Bigfoot's the basis of it, but I love to hunt. I love to fish, hike, but I film a lot of things I do, and some of it's good, some of it's not. Like I've said before, I don't mind going out in the field and filming this stuff, but whenever it comes time to come back in and sit down and edit, I can't stand it.
That was my next question. How are your editing skills compared to Mark's editing skills? Because
Mark's
apparently Mark can edit anything.
Yeah, but he's got the patience to sit there and do it. Me, I'll sit down and I'll look at it and I'll get a flow of what I want to do and I can put it out quick, but it may not look as professional as what Mark does. And if I don't get a flow going, I'll go sit down and watch Everybody Loves Raymond or Andy Griffith or something and say, forget it.
That's funny.
Yeah, I've got hours and hours of video on my computer from fishing trips, hunting trips, us out camping, and I just hadn't been motivated to edit some of it. Like, you know, we're based off Bigfoot, and most of the times you go out camping, you don't get a lot of evidence or evidence that's going to be a video for 30 minutes or so.
You can catch a lot of fish.
Well, yeah.
There's tons of footage.
Yeah,
well, I mean, you don't have to be strictly Bigfoot. You can be a bit, you know, throw a fishing episode in there. That's awesome.
Yeah, no doubt. But Mark said he's going to edit all my videos for me, so
Yeah, I'm just waiting on you to put me on the payroll.
There you go. He didn't say no.
I'll slide him $20.
So have you figured out any sort of schedule yet? What are you gonna do? When are you gonna? No,
I've not figured out a schedule. Not at all.
we will have to push Larry, but I think maybe just starting out Monday nights is kind of open. You know, we don't want to step in nobody's toes, and so I think maybe we could just start out with every other Monday night, and if Larry could send me some like little video clips that he likes, I'll work him up a little intro and outro, you know, for the show, and because he won't even do a YouTube thumbnail. Moog.
Actually, I did a lot of thumbnails when I was doing videos, like recording videos. I would do thumbnails. Wow. Now it's just like I just let the thumbnail pop up as part of the chat, you know. But I mean, I could do thumbnails, but I just got rid of I was using Canva. Money's a little tight, so that was one of the first things to go was Canva. I'm like, I'll figure that out later. I don't need thumbnails right now, you know, like pushing that aside. But yeah, I don't do too many thumbnails anymore.
You know, anything that I could help you with. You know, if you've got a guest scheduled, you know, you can go to their Facebook page and pull up a picture or whatever, and we could sit there and work up something, and I'd be more than happy to contribute to
No,
WTF.
I appreciate that. That's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't think about going to pages like Facebook pages and getting pictures. It's a good idea. This is probably an old idea, but
I didn't think of it. I can assure you.
Just gonna check. Bama Murdoch, what's happening?
Man, Bama is such a great guy. I wish everybody could meet Bama. He is a joy to be around, and his humor and
we'll just put him on.
Yeah.
Yes, we're putting you on the spot, Bama. Who else is here? Hilltop Barbecue. Right on. Gotta love barbecue.
You ain't lying.
Scotty B, what's happening? Colleen, you got a good crowd here tonight. That's awesome. Hey, Brandy, What do we got? 60 watching. Awesome.
Yeah. Y'all hit that thumbs up button.
Oh, yeah. I never say that. I say it at the end of the show. But when I'm moderating, I'm always saying it. You know, somebody's show, if I'm moderating, it's hit that like button. Hit that like button. Who else? So, guys in chat, if you have any questions for our guest tonight, please feel free. Just, put all your questions in caps and, we'll ask them anytime. You don't have to wait till the end. I think you guys know that by now. If you don't, you're new. Ida Bustamante, what's up? Good to see you. You know what? Oh, where is it?
It's Johnny Gill.
Night Wolf.
Yep.
Did you say Johnny Gill?
Yeah, he's all the way from Louisiana.
I know a Johnny Gill. I went to high school with a Johnny Gill in New Jersey.
Is it Jersey?
Jersey? Jersey. You know what? I don't have that Jersey accent. Like some words I say, you'll hear it. Daughter, water, coffee, certain words.
Uh-huh.
But people are like, what do you mean you're from Jersey? You don't sound like you're from Jersey. I'm like, I think it's just because I didn't grow up near a city. I grew up on the beach, in southern Jersey, so I wasn't influenced by that Jersey vibe or whatever you want to call it. Thank God.
Uh-oh.
Richie says next week I'm making smoked ribs or brisket.
What do we want, guys? Ribs or brisket?
Richie, where you at?
We'll take both.
I forgot who I had on.
Sampler platter. We got.
Sally's like, yes, sorry, Mogs, I hear it in your speech. Can Larry and Mark tell us about their first experiences with Sasquatch?
Go ahead, Larry.
Well, my first experience I talked about earlier on my show was when I was probably about 9 or 10. I was out on my grandfather's farm, running around with a BB gun like I always did. We had about a 6 to 8 inch snow, which is kind of rare in West Tennessee. But I saw bare footprints coming across the field, across the back of my grandfather's garden, going toward an old barn and pond area. And I couldn't get my grandfather to come out there and look at them. They're about 8 to 9 inches long. And I know the temperature was in the 20s. I don't know why anybody would be out there barefooted, and there weren't really any neighbors around that had kids, so I don't know where the bare footprints would have come from other than a possible Bigfoot. So, and it would have been a young one. It wouldn't have been a mature one for sure. But that was my first experience with anything.
What about you, Mark?
Well, I guess most of my stuff is circumstantial. It's having this interest and going out into the woods and looking for things, trying to educate myself from people that have experience, and because there are no experts in this field. I mean, you will have people that's my personal opinion, that there's no experts. But, making these friendships like with Dan Rickey and Vicky Fulcher, and from their days out in Oklahoma, and now they're living real close to me and Larry, and have worked the land between the lakes area. And so that's what I have relied on and built on. And there, we showed a video during the show of Larry looking at this persimmon tree that was snapped and twisted. And when we went back and listened to the audio after that camp out that we had, it's real funny. We went to pick up the recorders about a week later, and you hear Larry's Jeep coming down this gravel road, and this gravel road's crunching, and we turn into this dirt road that leads to a 18th century cemetery. And soon as you hear our vehicle turn off, we hear a loud tree knock. Now, we did not hear that when that happened, but going back and listening to the audio, and so it just makes you thinking. So you get these theories like, was there a booger that was out there and listening, and then he notified the others in the area that, hey, somebody is here, So that's about all we could. That's why we started off as an audio group, and we still rely on the audio, and because that can really tell you an awful lot of what's going on out in the field in these places that you look for, because you're basically using the topographical maps to kind of try to put you in an area where you feel like that they might travel through or be stationed up at.
Definitely, audio is the best means to gather evidence on a consistent basis, because they're a little more at ease because you're not there to influence them out of the area. And I don't know, they don't seem to react to a audio recorder like they do a trail camera, or even when they avoid it, the sounds they made are still picked up. Right. Yeah. So they may think they're clear of it and unknowingly are being recorded. Not. Right. Yeah. So, but it gathers evidence better than any other equipment that you can get.
What kind of equipment do you use as far as your audio recorders?
Well, since I lose one about every 2 trips out, I use the cheaper ones. The Sony Mark, what's the number?
ICD XP 333s.
Yeah.
And those are good little recorders. For anybody, you can use the Olympus recorders, but the main thing is that you don't buy the cheapest one that you can find. That you get one that will record in a MP3 format, and that way it's easier to put on Audacity and to be able to analyze it and take clips of it. It's a whole lot easier to filter, and
I'm taking notes.
So I have several of those, and those little Sonys or Olympus recorders, you can pick them up off eBay for like $30, and so that's a pretty cheap investment. And then I've got some better recorders, like some Zooms that I use. Kerry Arnold gave me a nice Zoom, so I've got 2 Zooms, and so they're just real. They record.
Is that Zoom with a Z as in zebra?
Yes.
Yeah. Zoom.
Yes, and they record in the WAV format, which the plus side is that they pick up longer distance, and you don't have that hiss like an old 8-track tape.
Sure.
And so you don't have to filter that out, so you don't have to contaminate your evidence. But those are but the minus is that they will only record about 48 hours for the batteries die. and the little cheap recorders, we get about 125 hours.
Oh, wow.
And that's with lithium batteries.
I knew you was going to bring that up. Yeah, I'm sold on lithium batteries.
I have a recorder somewhere around here. I've never used it. I don't even have the instructions for it. I got to look it up. It's a Tascam. It's a little 4-channel.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, haven't used it yet. Don't know how. I have to download a PDF, user manual for it.
That and just type that model number in on YouTube and watch tutorials. If I get a new piece of equipment, no matter what it is, I'm gonna spend hours learning how to operate it blindfolded.
And it's amazing that we have that opportunity.
Yeah.
To just with anything. There's nothing out there you can't think of that's not somebody hasn't done a video about it.
That's true.
So I love YouTube that way, for, like, as you said, like, tutorials and instruction videos. And so, I already saw there's like 10 videos that I could watch just on that recorder.
Hey, and even after you get a recording, you can watch a tutorial on Audacity and all that, how to break it down and filter if you need to, whatever.
Actually, on our SawDustt Beast Facebook page, if you go to the Files tab, I've done videos on, how to start off with Audacity and to be able to learn how to load the file and how to clip out sections and just got a lot of tips on that on our Facebook page.
He's still trying to get me to watch it, but I won't do it.
Kicking and screaming the whole time.
I'm the guy in the group that'll go out and set out the recorders and hike 3 miles in the woods to do it, or video.
The batteries.
Mark's the one that'll break it all down once we get back. And I'll sit back and wait on him to do it.
Stephanie says the idea to support each other's channels should be inspirational for all. Well done, gentlemen.
Thank you,
Stephanie,
Stevie.
thank you. I can't get used to calling her Stevie, so Steph it is. It's a good question. Like they do in the oceans, do you think seismic sensors would work in a forest area? I mean, they use them in Area 51, so yeah, they would work, but who can afford that?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Great question.
I believe some people have used those, on the upper echelon of expeditions that they can afford equipment and stuff. I believe they have used that type of equipment.
Mid-South, what's happening? Good to see you. Oh, Jeff Townsend is here. What's up, Jeff?
I sent you that PM earlier, Mo.
Check this out. Hold on. Hey, Chickfeed, please forgive me. I laughed too. I'm sorry. What did you send?
Well, I had sent you that link so that you could jump on our show at the beginning, but Jeff was talking to me on a PM, and I accidentally sent it to him first. And he says, I would love to come on, but I'm about to go eat. And we don't want to stop. We don't want to come in with
you look at
Jeff
him probably like,
Yeah.
Jeff eats more than we do, and we like that.
Wow. That's an appetite.
Yeah.
Who else you got? And Cashew, thank you so much for posting the link chat. Thank you. Again, guys, put those questions in caps. Who else? You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Don't wait on me. I get lost in chat. I'm like, I don't see any questions.
Well, I just saw one about where me and Larry would like to go research at that we
Was
haven't
it in cap?
been.
Probably why I didn't see it.
Uh, but there's some places that are not too far from us that I would love to go down to that Pearl River, Mississippi. I have been to Falk many times. I would like to go with Steven sometime down there. He works that area. And I would love to go out to the Oregon coast and research out there.
Yeah, I'd love to get up that way. I think going up to or even Northern California up to the Redwoods.
Yeah.
That would be intense to check out that area.
Definitely. The Mogollon Rim would be a good place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good spots up there. Maybe the spring, because right now it's closed up there. It's always closed during winter. I'd like to get back up there. I've been up there once or twice. It's pretty up there. It's good camping. You're up at 7,000 feet. So when it's 100 degrees in Phoenix, it's only like 80 up there, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had the chance to check out Mitch Waite's Mogollon Monster channel?
I haven't.
Man, you need to.
Yeah,
I figure out the places he went to. He had a lot of activity.
So Richie's going to bring up the whole Oklahoma hunting thing. Yeah, I heard. That's about it. That's all I got to say. It's just too much attention has been given to it already.
Yeah.
And that was the whole intention of the guy doing it.
Right.
It worked. Good for you. What do you guys think of that? I mean, right from the beginning, I'm like, it's a publicity stunt. So
yeah.
Anytime the government gets involved with anything, it's not good.
No, and it's just the whole thought of it. I mean, is the guy that ignorant that he actually thinks something's going to happen? Something's going to pass or something's going to... Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
I thought I turned everything off. Oh, almost. I turned one volume down. There's like 4 other ones that are loud. Yeah, I just think it was a publicity stunt, and it's good. I've been saying all along, it's good that Bigfoot is brought into the forefront, and it's in it gets attention, but not negative attention. Yeah. People think it's a joke as it is. It doesn't need that on top of it.
Yeah.
Right.
We laugh and we we'll make fun of shit, but I feel strongly about it. I think it needs to be recognized, or at least awareness needs to be out there, so more and more people are in the woods with their thumb up their ass, not knowing what's around them. I just think we got to level the playing field a little bit. It's my thought.
Yeah, I agree.
Randy says, what do you think is the best evidence? Footprints? Besides a body?
Well, as far as... I don't even consider myself a researcher. I consider myself an enthusiast.
I don't consider Mark a researcher.
So I thought that's where you were going with that.
So
excuse me.
I don't even know what I was going to say after that, Larry. But
well done. My bad.
So since I don't consider myself a researcher and I'm an enthusiast, I kind of look at this as if I was out deer hunting and if I was scouting an area that I wanted to deer hunt. And I use those same protocols and principles of when I go out looking for this creature.
On the evidence part, I don't know what evidence will convince other people. It's always going to be good for you to find evidence to reassure yourself, because
Absolutely.
you know you really found it, you know it's truthful, but there's always somebody out there that says that you faked this, you did this, whatever, that's going to negate whatever somebody presents. So I don't know, besides a body being brought in, is there anything that's ever going to be positive enough evidence to prove anything? And that's just it. To you, your print, your pareidolia shot of whatever, you know, you heard something, right? You turned and you saw it and you took a picture, and it turned out to you that you saw what you saw, but to other people, it's nothing. So that's the problem with a lot of evidence. For you, it's proof, but when you present it to other people, it's just not proof enough.
Right on. It's true. Jeff says, Mark's snoring strategy works. They never bother him.
That's true. They don't. They look at him and go, whew, forget him. We can't even wake him up.
All right, I gotta let my dogs in the room before they scratch a hole in the door.
All right. Me and Mark will just talk amongst ourselves.
Come on. No, I'm right here. I'm not leaving the chair. I'm just leaning over. Hi, Maya. Go lay down. No. Don't come up.
But talking about the evidence, we've had several audio captures of howls and stuff, and you can show these people on a spectrogram where it does not match a coyote, and you put that sucker on a YouTube video, and every other comment's going to go, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but that's a coyote. And I'm like, well, thank you for your opinion, but if you've got it matched on a spectrogram, please show it to me so I'll know. And they'll never say nothing else because it's their opinion.
Yeah.
Sure.
But we try to use the science of a spectrogram to prove it's not a coyote, a wolf, or any other known animal. But that still isn't good enough for people. They're still going to come on there and say, oh, I hate to burst your bubble, but that's a coyote. Thank you.
Sandy D wants to know, Mark, did you record the Bigfoot you saw on Flare? If so, can we see it?
That booger did not do any type of vocalizations. I had 2 recorders going that night. I had a plot watcher out.
Wait, Mark. She's talking about the booger that you saw on the flare in New Mexico.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but she's talking about the flare footage, not audio recording.
Did you record the Bigfoot? I did. And we have footage of that on our SawDustt Beast channel. And it's really funny. I have heard a lot of people say things like where they have a sighting, and I don't know what it is about the mind that puts it back, and you kind of forget it. I mean, it's almost like PTSD, and it was really funny. Miss Brenda Harris took us up on that mountain, and I had borrowed Larry's FLIR, and Bear had a FLIR, and Randy was looking with Bear's, and Jade was looking with Larry's, and it was funny to see that because I'm standing back as an observer looking. And Randy goes, "There's one just right up there." And you see Jade throw it up and look, and it started moving from tree to tree. And you could see both of the FLIRs doing this as this thing's moving around. And I'm going, hit the record button, hit the record button, hit the record button. Well, nobody that had the FLIRs knew how to hit the record button. And so I took it away from Jade and hit the record button and actually recorded. By that time, it was stationary behind a tree, and it was doing the tree peaking, and swaying back and forth. And that kind of goes back to what we talked about with YouTube videos and your equipment. You should be able to know how to operate your equipment in complete darkness. I will even practice with putting a bandana over my eyes, and just, where's the record button? Because when you go to places, it's dark out there, and you don't want to turn on no lights or no headlamp or nothing like that, and give away your position or what you're doing. And so that's really important that if you do go out, know how to operate your equipment.
Hey, Mark, tell them the story about how you discovered the footage.
The footage, Dan Ricky actually discovered. We had gone out to LBL and we were out all night long. Didn't have no calls and callbacks. And Dan Ricky made a call and we got a call back. And so I had taken that audio and put it on the spectrogram and shown that it was not canine, that it wasn't a wolf or a coyote. And I needed some stock FLIR footage. And so I pulled that FLIR footage up and forgot all about it of that booger tree peaking. And then when I posted the video, Dan Ricky calls me and says, "Hey," he goes, "that looks like a booger." And I went back and I said, "Oh, wow, that was..."
Yeah, I meant to do that.
Yeah. So, and I'm really glad that when I put that on that video that I made sure that at the bottom that I put stock FLIR footage, and because this community can be really bad about all of a sudden calling you a hoaxer or this and that. And so I try to be as detailed as much as possible.
Sure. Debbie wants to know who are your favorite people to research with.
Well, mine's Debbie Jones.
Chicken.
Mine are everybody that's in our group, our little inner circle. But even though we do have an inner circle, I have said so many times, if for any reason that you are coming through our area, let one of us know. Somebody will be off work and somebody will take you out and go camping with you and take you to different places that you can see from our videos and show you what happened. And I think it's important for us to be a friendly people in this community and be willing to show people things that we have learned, because you could be looking at it from one angle and all of a sudden somebody new can come in and say, "Well, what about this?" And all of a sudden a light bulb goes off.
Exactly. Yeah, that's awesome. And I think it's important to share, I mean, just for that reason. And there are so many people out there that are just doing it wrong.
And let me just say this. We had Christy Sci-Fi.
Christy's in chat, actually.
Oh, is she? Hey, Christy.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to say hi. What's up, Christy?
But I was answering some comments, and she had brought up that she had seen a chemtrail, and then later on she had come up on a glyph, and it was shaped like the chemtrail. And I have never thought of that. And I thought, man, that's a fantastic nugget to put in your tool pouch that you can remember. That's why it's important to always document this stuff and take notes. And somebody had put in the comment section, why didn't you give the person that first noticed this the credit? And I thought, what an a-hole to say something.
Wow.
To say something like that to her, you know, because if you sat there and gave credit to everything that you had learned from everybody that you have met or whatever,
but she was the one who discovered it.
Yeah, she discovered it.
So,
and so why you got to be negative with somebody like that? She shared something and we can all learn from it. And that's what we ought to do, is to share instead of sticking out your chest and saying, well, he learned that from me. Why didn't he mention my name? You know.
Sure.
And that happens a lot.
All the time, I'm sure.
Yep. And unfortunately, there's only so many things out there that a Bigfoot does that people know. And different people think they discover it when somebody else already knows about it. But sure, that one person's hung up on, me.
Yeah. Yeah, all about me.
So
Jeff says, Mogs, ask Larry who he brought with him to meet me the first time we met. Best present I ever got.
Well, the first time I met Jeff, he was bringing up from Georgia to Tennessee a laptop that he had purchased for Debbie to give her. So he was bringing it up here. And Dan and Vicky don't live, Dan, Ricky, and Vicky Fulcher don't live 5 miles from me. So Jeff and I like to eat, so I invited Dan and Vicky to eat, and I never told Jeff they were coming. And we were sitting there in the restaurant, and Jeff come in, and he walked by us at first, and I said, hey, Jeff, over here. And he come over, and his face just went flush because Dan and Vicky were sitting there. He'd listened to all the outlaw radio shows and all that, and just idolized Dan and Vicky, and there they were sitting there. And you'd think that was the best Christmas present he ever got. He went on and on about it forever.
I was going to say, did he go all fanboy?
Oh, yeah. Yep, he didn't talk to me the rest of the night. It was Dan and Vicky the rest of the night.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's like I had Duke on one night, and somebody came on. I brought, it was Ben. I brought Ben on. Ben always wanted to ask Duke questions, always wanted to meet him. I was like, well, here you go. Have at it. Right. You know, when you can connect to people like that, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
But that's a good story. I like that. Debbie said, watch that language, Mark Newbill. A-hole's a bad one. TFV, what's going on? Didn't see you. I did see you, but didn't get a chance to say hi. Stephen Karn, where are you that you are in lockdown? I know you're not in the States. I know you want to move to the States. I saw that comment. So I was just curious where you're at. But welcome. I've never seen you here before. Glad you're here.
Yeah, welcome. He could very well be in the UK.
Right on. Oh, anyway. I get caught up in chat. Yeah, it's tough trying to do 10 things at once, but you guys know.
Oh yeah.
So you don't call yourself researchers, but it's what you're doing. I mean, your boots on the ground. You're out there. You're recording. You're doing what researchers do. What's in a name.
That's true, but a researcher generally taking scientific notes and this and that and trying to prove something to a scientific community. I'm not trying to prove it to anybody other than myself. I do share what I find, but I'm not out to prove it to anybody that doesn't believe or doesn't care. I'm out for myself just to know answers to questions I got.
Right on. That's awesome. Excuse me. Night Wolf asks, Moog, do you believe in the Jersey Devil? The hockey team or the cryptid?
The hockey team.
No, I lost faith in them a long time ago. You know what? I grew up with the legend of the Jersey Devil. I lived not too far from the Pine Barrens. So growing up, it was always drilled into our heads, and I was always in the woods. And every once in a while, at least once a year, not just Halloween, maybe twice a year, you get a story come up from about the Jersey Devil. So it always kept it in the forefront and, kept kids scared shitless. Do I believe in it? Yeah, I think it's based on something. I mean, it's an interesting cryptid because it has a genesis story. It has a beginning point, It's so I always thought that was cool about that legend. What do you guys think about Jersey Devil?
Man, I don't know. There's a lot of eyewitnesses, and again, I'm not going to deny anybody what they saw, what they think they saw. It's amazing to go down the list of cryptids that people have eyewitnessed. And if half of them are real, there's a lot of weird stuff out there that we don't know nothing about.
Yeah, there is. There is a lot of weird stuff out there.
Yeah.
I mean, like a bunyip. The hell is a bunyip? I know it's in Australia, but
I guarantee you,
like artist renditions of it, and it was like I thought it was the Blob from the movie. It's just what the hell it was.
I guarantee you, Duke can tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
That man has more knowledge of stuff, and I'm like, wow.
He is an encyclopedia.
Speaking of the Blob,
it's great to talk to.
We had a guy on our Beast page, Facebook, that said he had some kind of creature that was dark, like a deep blue color with glittery stuff shining on it that kind of glided. It didn't walk. And I'd never heard, I'm sure this creature is out there. Probably Duke might know what this thing is. But he claims it comes to his house on a daily or weekly basis, and he sees it. And he says it's not a Bigfoot. I don't know what it is. I can't get Mark to talk to him about it. I tried to get Spencer. He's out in Virginia. I tried to get Spencer Jameson and his buddy to go check it out to see what was going on, and they just won't do it. Where's their sense of adventure?
I don't know.
Why do we always have to throw people under the bus, Larry?
Because it's fun.
It's only fun if you're driving the bus.
That's right.
So Eric wants to know what do you all think about the Howler or Skinwalkers?
Ooh.
I've had Brenda Harris take me out to different places where there have been visuals of the Skinwalkers and where she has seen them
This was in New
and
Mexico
in
before
New
quite
Mexico.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you know Brenda, you know her honor and you know her truth. And so it's not for me to doubt anything that she would say. I've had Dan Ricky tell me some stories, and it's uh, it's just something that I I listen to, and we're not ever we have never called anybody out, because we think different than they do. Because unless you've experienced it, how can you sit back and be a backseat driver on what somebody else has experienced?
Yeah. And
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
the First Nations people, most of the supernatural things are based on actual fact. The stories are passed on from generation to generation. So, Skinwalker's not anything I really want to run across. Definitely.
I think, and this is just my opinion. I think the Skinwalker gets a bad rep. I mean, you hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, maybe it was a Skinwalker." To me, I believe that the Skinwalker is a lot more secretive than anybody really realizes. I mean, that's a private thing, for a shaman or whoever's doing that. It's not something that they're going to put out in public. The stories are out there, and I think it gets exaggerated. But to actually see a Skinwalker would be rare. In my opinion.
Yeah.
What do I know?
I don't know how many people know of who Randy Yazzie is,
Uh-huh.
but
The caveman?
yeah, he is. I have been out to his place and hearing the stories and stuff, and actually seeing evidence. But even though that community where he lives, they're really spaced far apart. Some of his own tribes people, say that he's a Skinwalker, and Randy goes, it's just because of this activity that we have, around this area. And so I think you have to be careful not to jump to conclusions and break your finger off pointing at somebody,
Sure.
with accusations. And because Randy is a great guy, I have just cherished the times that I've had with him.
That's one of the major problems with the Bigfoot community alone. If you think Bigfoot is an ape, or if you think Bigfoot's a human, you've just divided half the community right there.
Yeah.
And does the ape people know it's an ape? Does the human people know it's a human? At this point, no.
No.
Each has a witness of seeing similar things to an ape or to a human. But people want to draw lines in the sand and say that this guy is full of crap because he said it looked like a person, or this guy is full of crap because it looked like an ape. They're going to...
And you hear it all the time.
Yeah.
And those two descriptions.
Yeah.
My response to that is, if you have a theory on something, go out and prove your theory and then bring it back to me and convince me.
Well, it's taking a scientific approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, we have 102 watching. Huh? You guys are amazing.
Very cool. I got this other monitor up, and I have not hit the thumbs up button. So if y'all haven't hit the thumbs up button, hit it.
Can I hit the thumbs up on my own show?
Sure.
Let's find out, shall we? Ooh, I think somebody uses that line. Shall we? And I've heard stories. Like, I have friends that a friend that has lived up on the Navajo reservation. He's part Navajo, part white, and he was telling me some stuff about skinwalkers, and it's they don't normally go after non-natives, is what he was telling me. You know, it's they avoid, you know, non-natives. And he said that's why they gave me the gun, because he's only half. But it's interesting, you know, the different legends and, you know.
Definitely. I love entertaining everybody's stories about whatever cryptid creature experience they had.
Oh, absolutely.
If it's orbs, little people, I don't care. I like to hear it. Yeah. Because I've still got an imagination about myself from whenever I was a child, and the first thing I think
You're still a child. Don't.
Oh yeah, that's
we
true.
all are.
That's true. But the first thing I think when I hear something is, what if? What if that's true?
Yeah. And
then you go from there. But there's so many people that say, "Oh, that's bullcrap," immediately. And I don't get that.
Just there's too many people with closed minds out there, and no matter what you do, you're never going to convince them.
Right.
You know, somebody had posted earlier. I didn't post the comment, but they were like, you could be standing there and take a picture with the Sasquatch next to you, and so everybody would say it's fake news.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I know
Y'all make sure y'all ask Larry some embarrassing questions.
No. I've spoken all the embarrassment I'm going to speak.
G-Man.com1 says dream catchers were created for a reason.
There you go.
Yeah, and I have, it's in my bedroom. I have a dream catcher. I trust it. I just put a little faith in it. Do your job and take care of it, and I don't have bad dreams. It's weird. I don't have nightmares. Oh, where'd that go?
You never have nightmares?
I don't know. I've had them, but I don't really have nightmares. I don't wake up like scared or. Larry Robin says, Larry, you need to go to Black Mountain, North Carolina, where the little ones are.
I've heard a lot of stories around North Carolina. Cherokee people have a lot of stories about them.
Yeah. We're going to go out there because that's kind of in between us and Spencer Jameson. And
whether Spencer likes it or not.
Yeah.
So, where's Black Mountain? Would that be on western, towards the mountains? Obviously, because that's the only place there are mountains in North Carolina, right? It's on the western border.
Right. That's right.
Robin actually owns a mountain.
A whole mountain?
There. A whole mountain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, give her 4 years and she won't.
Say, Robin, I have a mountain there. I got oceanfront property in Arizona too. You want to, Larry says, I still think they're messing with Larry's zipper.
Is that this Larry or that Larry?
Larry M.
I just saw something Duke put up there.
What did he put up there?
Natives around here are more scared of the little people than they are Sasquatch. Well, I'd like to pick his brain on that.
They say them little people are little nasties.
Oops. Yeah, I've heard that too. Where is Duke? Hey, what's up, Duke? I know you're talking about him. I'm scrolling. I'm like, I didn't see him at first. Hope you had a good show, Duke. David Hayes, it's called Brown Mountain.
You ain't right, David.
Oh,
I'm not right for putting it up.
yeah. This show just got flagged.
I think I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet.
Oh,
I am
man.
right around the corner from that, though. I guess I'm around 30 something away.
You'll get it.
No hurry. I'll get there.
That's right.
Hoverbilt. Question, Larry, what was it like that drunken night kissing that big old Sasquatch gal?
I found Larry the next morning in an old cut down cornfield with his britches pulled down. I don't think it was a girl Sasquatch.
And Mark was jealous.
I'm always left out. That's funny. Nightwolf wants to know, Mark, when are you coming to Pearl River, Honey Island swamp area?
You know,
I'm not from there.
We could set something up. I would really like to go in the winter time when the leaves are off the trees and
the snakes and alligators are up.
Yeah, snakes and alligators don't bother me too much.
They can, though.
But they can. You have to have respect for them. Whatever area you go to, you better know those animals and that reside in that area and prepare and have that respect for them.
Yeah, I would be completely out of my element if I was in an area where there were like alligators. You know, you take somebody that's grown up around them, they know their behavior.
Right.
I don't know shit. I'd be the one getting eaten, you know. Well, he put up a fight for a little while, but you know. Yeah, I agree. It is important to know the animals and everything around you.
Oh, some of these are funny.
That howling wasn't Sasquatch; it was Larry in the field.
It's a
that
good.
That didn't show up on your spectrograph.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and listen to some of that audio where I was snoring. Larry out there moaning. That thing might have been sucking his toes.
Oh, man.
No, there is no hope of putting this one up for monetization now, is there? That's good. I have to read all the rules and shit before I go and try to monetize. I'm like, I got to do what?
Yeah, good luck.
What do you mean I can't do that? No, it's all cool. I'm not worried about it. Robin says, excellent work tonight, gentlemen.
Thank you, Robin.
Definitely.
Yep.
I enjoy watching her channel.
Yeah. She puts out some good videos. Southern California?
No, San Francisco Bay Area.
That's it. I don't know California. Been there once. What's going on, Chris? Paranormal reporter. Good to see you. Ozark Kid.
That's Big John.
Yep, John's a good guy. He came to our meet and greet.
Yep.
I enjoyed spending time with John.
Randy, thank you so much for coming by tonight. See you next time.
Thank you, Randy.
Nope. That wasn't the one I pushed.
Yeah. They scroll up and you hit the wrong one.
I know. It's you got to like scroll back to stop it from and then go hit what you want. Okay, I'm not sure about that one.
Which one?
Have you started a log where
Yeah.
and when you get the best sounds? I
Yes.
heard log and I just went to Shelley automatically.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did too earlier. But Shelley does keep a log of the time and dates of when we get responses and all that stuff. Thank
What the
goodness.
weather was, what the moon phase was. I
Yeah.
mean, she is fantastic. She's got a stack of books like
like a
this.
researcher.
Yeah,
A real one.
a real one.
Real. Yeah. Stood us novices.
Watching her
Bodyguards.
humping a log.
Telling her to back up on it and twerk on it.
I figured she'd have that whole log peeled by the time she got across.
Oh, man.
She's a sport. That's awesome. Mid-South, what did you have to say? What are Mark and Larry's thoughts on these unseen beings being caught on camera like they're translucent in their body's form? I'm assuming he's talking about like the predator images or, the shimmer images.
I've
Yeah.
seen a couple of them, and they're interesting. They're weird. I have no idea what they are, but I know, I think Barb Shoot caught one coming down a tree and running off, and it looked,
I saw that one.
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That was
That's
real
what-
weird. I didn't even think it came down the tree. It was like it stood up.
Yeah,
It was
something.
weird, but it was obvious. And then you
Yeah.
saw it walk away. It was like, what the hell was that?
Right.
That was an amazing catch.
Yeah, it was definitely, and I've never personally seen anything like that. I know we've had Really Big Monkey One on our show, and he spoke of something like that happening to him. And he's not a researcher; he's a bushcrafter that just goes out camping solo, and had this thing come at him like that. And he said that's the only time he's ever been scared and left his stuff and got out of there, and he said he's never been to that spot again since then.
No, I believe it. Like I've somebody put me in touch. Actually, Cashew put me in touch with a prepper, and I think I started thinking about it. I said, well, that's a pretty good place to get stories from. Preppers,
Yeah.
bushcrafters, that whole
Right.
genre. So hopefully within the next week or two, I'll be getting this gentleman on. He's put out some good videos. I like what he has to say. Good person. So hopefully in the near future, I'll get him on. His channel is called Prepper Tribe. Funny guy.
Yeah.
Because you never know where you're going to get your stories from. And these guys are, they spend a lot of time in the woods. So
Right.
You know,
bushcrafters, though, I think preppers more prepared to be in the woods. If you're a prepper, I apologize, guys. I'm kidding.
I know one guy that research it when he's looking at an area to research. He goes on the ghost hunting pages and looks, because a lot of time if you're out there and you're a ghost hunter and you have an encounter with a Bigfoot, but you don't actually see it, you very well might be thinking that you're dealing with a ghost. And I think that's a great idea, just thinking outside the box like that.
Stephen Karn, thank you so much.
Thank you, Stephen.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. First time I saw you. It's from the UK. Right on. Keep coming, man. I know it's probably morning time there now. We're 6-hour difference, so
Yeah, it's early.
4 in the morning.
Something.
Depends which way you're approaching a pillow, I suppose.
That's right.
You're either coming or you're going. Oh, I must have missed some. Moog's Paranormal reporter asks, Portal, yeah. Paranormal reporter asks, do you mind if he mentions a few channels worth checking out and deserving of some new subs? No.
No, just put it.
Thank you. Definitely thank you for asking.
Yeah, just put it in the comment section so everybody that goes back and looks at this can see it and click on it.
Right.
Jeff Townsend says, Mogs, Real Jersey Devil, Kirk Stokes, 19, YouTube. Huh. I know Kirk has had some, he's more into like with Dogman stuff, isn't he?
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's in Kentucky, isn't he?
Yep. He's had a Dogman encounter at LBL.
Oh, wow.
At least one I know of. He may have had more.
TFVS says, SawDustt, how long is your goat and what oil you use?
It's just natural tonight.
Do you use oil?
Every now and then I will. Just
Right on.
like add some moisturizer to it.
It's like grease from the fried chicken he eats and stuff like that.
It's leftover bearing oil from when I did.
That's right.
Jim says, what do you guys know about The Predator?
Absolutely nothing
Nothing.
unless you're talking about the movie.
Yeah. Good movie. That's all I was going to say.
It was a good movie.
So Jeff says that he filmed a real Jersey Devil too, meaning Kirk Stokes. I'll have to check that out. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff needs a YouTube channel.
Right? Bacon grease, Larry told me.
Hey, Crow Creek.
Yeah, Richie. Joe says bacon grease works best.
Yeah, it smells better too.
Richie says, don't be hating on fried. So Duke wants to know, when are you guys heading up to Montana to do some research with him?
You know, I would love to go up there.
Me too.
Anybody that is familiar with Duke and his channel, I've said it before on here, he is an encyclopedia of information to rely on. And I actually want to get with Duke and see what would be the best time of the year to come up there. I don't think I'd want to be up there if it's 20 below zero.
No, every year for the past couple of years, Duke and some other people have been doing an outing up in Coloma, Montana. I missed the last one, just didn't work out. But yeah, he does have an outing up there. So I think it's in August.
That
where it's hot.
sounds good.
And, you know. But yeah.
If he can
If you
guarantee
guys
my
pass through,
safety
yeah,
from,
I'll go with you.
all right. If he can
What's
guarantee my safety from grizzly bears, I'll be glad to go.
You're going squat worrying about grizzlies.
I don't want no part of no grizzly bear. They're crazy.
Yeah, they are. They're big too. I mean, I'm worried about grizzlies too. No, seriously, you watch some of these videos and there's a guy standing next to a grizzly or playing with the grizzly that he raised, and the thing is huge.
Yeah.
So when one of those stands up, how tall does a grizzly stand? 10 feet?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 10 to 12.
Yeah, okay.
No part of that.
I'm just using that as a reference to try to like picture a Sasquatch.
Right.
You know? So,
Good times.
yeah, I'm not going to, since you guys, Patrick says, Mark, you need to ask Arizona Squatch on. Kevin knows my door is open. He knows how to get in touch with me. I haven't seen him around in a while.
Debbie does our scheduling. So Patrick, send a message to Debbie and she will get in contact with him and we're more than happy to have anyone on.
Excuse me.
Mark
Oh, I've
lets
got
me on there, so he knows he'll let anybody on.
I know I saw something else I was going to address and I forgot what it was. I'm getting this killer tickle in my throat, and it's my eyes are going to start watering so bad right now because I'm trying to staunch this.
Just let her go.
Oh no! Hold on. I got to hit mute.
But yeah, Duke, I know I've got some vacation time I'd like to go. I'm not going to be able to go to Florida to the Odyssey outing, so that frees me up a week anyway. What do you think, Mark?
I want to go up there. I think we ought to do a cross country thing and hit some of these different places, and then finally make it out to the Oregon coast.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Sorry
rent
about
a
that.
car situation. Are you all better now?
I hope so.
All right.
I'm not dead yet.
That's
No,
a good
no one
thing.
wants to know, Mark and Larry, how's the hog or the wild hog situation where you guys go camping?
It's getting bad.
Yeah.
We're going to wake up eating one day.
Yeah, we are seeing more and more, and it doesn't seem like the GOV is interested in curtailing the hog population. It's getting
Nope.
bad.
I wonder why.
I don't know. They're so bad about denying that there are invasive animal species in the areas.
Uh-huh.
That's everywhere.
Right. They won't acknowledge mountain lions, and they finally did say that we got cougars back in Tennessee again, finally, after probably 30 or 40 trail cam pictures. They finally had to say it, but I don't know. I don't know why Land Between the Lakes is letting it get overrun, because those hogs are going to breed at least twice a year and have big litters, and it's
Twice
not going
a
to.
year, really?
I believe it's twice a year, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, I think so. And it's just like the Asian carp situation that they've got going on the Tennessee River and the Cumberland rivers.
And the Mississippi River, and yeah.
Right.
Wow.
But the hogs are going to start devastating the deer population, because they'll take down a fawn and eat it. They'll eat up turkey eggs. So many, whatever they can get a hold of, they'll eat it. They don't care.
Yeah.
And if they find
Yeah,
me
I
and
know.
Mark laying under a tarp, they'd chew on us.
Yeah, I know they're notorious for indiscretion as far as appetite goes. They'll destroy a whole farm, or whatever. It's
Right.
And
why it's not addressed on a bigger level is kind of ridiculous.
and some of the ones that I have seen in the Falk, Arkansas area, they are huge. I'm too fat to be having to climb trees. And
Me too.
Mr. Leatrico's got a good question. How did the problem with hogs start?
Well,
They imported, or were they like
it seems that
domestic
they were domestic that were released, basically.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, the hog market hit a all-time low, and some people, instead of feeding them, just let them go.
Wow.
So, but
Yeah,
this, I think.
Go ahead.
I think at Land Between the Lakes, somebody purposely went there and released domestic hogs that turned feral for a hunting opportunity, probably, but I don't know.
What about like these Eurasian hogs? Where did they come from? Were they farm raised for any reason?
Some are, but I know Middle East Tennessee, there are some places you can go kill Russian boar and stuff, hunt them. And I'm sure they escape occasionally and start raising in the wild. So I think the Arkansas Razorback is some version of the Russian boar. I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but
I might be wrong, but I haven't heard any reports of boar or the wild boars in Arizona yet. Maybe in southern Arizona, but we have javelina. They look like a pig, but they're actually a rodent.
Yeah.
Right.
Paranormal reporter says, if you're in the area, come hang out with me in North Carolina or in NC in Washington. Which one? Both?
Maybe you meant to
North
type
Central.
BC.
North Central Washington? Okay.
Maybe. I don't
CNC,
know.
I think North Carolina. Sorry. Can you guys butcher a hog and barbecue for a crowd?
I'm sure we could.
Yeah.
Robert wants to know. All right. I have to scroll down. I got caught way up in chat.
Uh-oh.
Hey, here's your uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff wants tell the turkey buzzard story, Mark.
We kept getting kicked out of areas where we were going on that Florida expedition. And so the last place we wound it up where Kerry Arnold had his encounter. And so we pull off in there and went way on back, and there was a little opening. And I'm going to tell you, this place that he hunted, it was just thick. You could not see 6 inches in it. But there was this one little opening, and we thought, well, this is where we're going to go and camp out. And apparently a deer hunter used this area, and he had a deer stand facing this field. And so I don't know who all was with us, but we went walking around looking at the area, and then all of a sudden, this turkey buzzard comes flying out of this deer stand. It was probably using that deer stand as a nesting area.
Roost.
And and this thing was huge. But, all these old boys that went on this expedition, most of them have never been hunting for Sasquatch. And so that's what they had on their brains. And when this huge buzzard come flying out of there, you've never seen so many guns being drawn at one time. It was funny.
Relax, guys. Sasquatch doesn't fly.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Mothman.
One cryptid at a time. That's funny. Overbuilt says the Russian hog was imported years ago.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Hey, Mogs, is a javelina the same as a wild boar? No, it's not. Javelina kind of look like a pig. They actually call them skunk pigs because they have scent glands on their back that just stink to holy hell. But they're a peccary, which is it's a rodent. But they look like them.
How do they taste?
Never had them, and some people eat them. I think if you can clean them and get past this, like clean them properly, because like I said, they have glands on them, scent glands. I've heard people cooking them in the ground, like putting an underground. I've heard of people cooking them that way, but I've never had them.
Me neither.
Javelina, what? Javelina is a what? A bonsai boar? I don't know what that is.
There's our encyclopedia.
Yep, no doubt.
Better rewrite that chapter. I don't get it. Bonsai.
We'll have to look that one up.
Oh, they can be, vicious little animals you get in between their little young. They'll put a hurting on you. They have tusks, like a pig. North Central Washington. You were right, guys, with the NC. Yeah, I want to get up that way. There's so many places now that I'm mobile. Well, sort of. There's a lot of things I want to see and explore. So hopefully, Jeff says, my new truck killed the expedition. My alarm went off 23 times.
Man,
The boogers were doing it.
every time we got still, Jeff's alarm would just start honking. Wah, wah, wah.
Was he sitting on the clicker?
I think what it was is his Cheetos bag got over there close to it, and he kept hitting it.
We found him one time asleep. What was that he had all over him?
It was Cheetos.
It was
or something.
Cheetos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fell asleep eating.
And I'm not going to laugh too hard at that because I have been caught with food on me falling asleep.
One morning we woke up, we were primitive camping, and Mark gets out from under his little coffin tent, and he's got dark looking stuff all over him. And I'm like, man, did you crap yourself or what? And he's like, oh no, I fell asleep eating a Snickers.
What it was Larry and I always give the boogers the advantage, and we went down deep in a creek bed and had ridge lines all around us, and I thought this is a good opportunity to use this FLIR and just lay down with just a FLIR sticking out of the tent
and a Snickers in my mouth.
And the next thing I knew, the sun was coming up.
Oh, man. It was fabulous.
Good times.
Yeah.
Toy Aries says the javelina, yeah, I ate was horrible. The woman who cooked them is like an expert with game cooking, and she couldn't make it taste good.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard they're not really tasty.
Well, okay.
Wonder what their tenderloins are like. You getting hungry, Larry?
Yeah.
What's getting you more hungry, the tenderloins or the Cheetos?
The Cheetos. And I prefer the cheese puffs over the Cheetos.
The crunchy ones?
Yeah. The bigger ones.
What's going on, Rel? Sorry I didn't say hi. I know you've been here for a while. So yeah, guys, any more questions, please put them in caps. But we are going to be cutting this short. It's already 10:30 my time, 11:30, 12:30. Damn, it's late on the East Coast right now. But yeah, normally we do a 2-hour show, but you guys have been, more than gracious, coming on. You just did 2 hours or hour and a half, whatever you did. You guys got to be whooped.
I see Sandy D's
I'm not going there. I already heard the story.
I've got other ones.
Oh, he starts off the show. Well, this one time.
I will say this. My hunting buddies used to say all the time they knew where I was hunting because they'd find a sock in a tree or something. Maybe that'll help Sandy.
That's funny. Larry, tell about you having to use one of your socks. It went on the doorknob. There was a chick involved. That's it. Sorry. Shouldn't say chick. All right. Duke, I had gator stew tonight. Oh my God. So good. Richie. Right on.
Hey,
I don't know that I've
Richie,
ever heard gator.
I've had gator.
I've had gator.
Well, you guys are a little further south than me. No, I mean, I've eaten a lot of stuff. But don't think I've ever had snake, gator, turtle. I've had frog. I don't know what else.
I've had rattlesnake,
Yeah.
gator.
I've had copperhead, water moccasin.
You'll eat anything.
They
Yeah.
will.
Yeah, I'm fat.
I said you'll eat anything. Just random snakes. Herpetologists are freaking
What
out.
Kimbo Slice say?
Which one?
Kimbo Slice. What did he say, Mark?
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to repeat it.
Me neither, but it's one of my favorite quotes.
Real says, Mogia Monster, you three are a perfect match.
Well, I appreciate that, Miss Real, because I don't know. I think a lot of Moog and what he's doing and what he brings to this community. And it's just, we should be kind with one another. And you don't see that a lot. You see a lot of cliques. And I've never been one to want to be in somebody else's clique and try to walk on somebody's back to get into that clique.
Sure.
And
does that mean you made your own clique?
I guess it does. But look at the friends we have made.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree.
Yeah, there are some amazing people here. You know, and I know what you mean by cliques. Even in this, genre, you'll find them. But yeah, you don't find it in my channel, in my chat. It's just, I don't know what it is. Occasionally you'll get somebody who's an asshole and will spout off one liner and get kicked off. But it's just I feel blessed to have such a great chat, and great moderators, and they keep it, straight. And I it's just I feel blessed.
Yeah.
Lewis says, Moog, SawDustt Beast, the Beast of the Woods would take over the world.
Or burn it to the ground.
Immediately let the pinky in the brain.
Yep.
Thanks, Larry. He says, we all enjoy your chat. What is Robin's... Oops.
Uh-oh.
There we go. No, that's fine. Somebody says, what is Robin's channel? What is Robin's channel?
Bay Area Sasquatch, I believe.
I would have been way off. Thank you.
Robin, what you ought to do is post a link in the comment section below. so
Yeah.
people can go and check out your channel.
You guys show start a biker gang. Anyway.
Her YouTube channel, Robin Lynn Griffith. My bad.
That's what okay. Squatching Cowboy says, when can we go squatching?
Want to meet up with you sometime, Joe. And it's not so much for to go squatching. It's just being from us meeting and talking and just want to share a campfire with you and get to know you better. And for me, the Sasquatch is just the icing on the cake.
Right on.
That's right.
You know, it's funny when you say that, because I about wanting to share a campfire. To me, I think that's one of the coolest ways to spend time with somebody.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
you don't get too much more personal. You know, like you're in a vulnerable situation to begin with. In general, you know, I've had some amazing campfire experiences with people. So it's, you know, I like to hear that. You know, there's some people I like to share a campfire with. Pappy Two Bears. You know.
Yeah.
I think he would just be amazing around the campfire. Larry says, nothing like a campfire. So true. Jeff says, love you guys. Had a great time with both shows. Larry, Moe, and Curly. Ray Dawson. Oh, sure.
We love us some Jeff Townsend.
Wait, who's Larry, Moe, and Curly?
I'm Larry.
I guess I'm Curly.
Oh, great. No, let's go with the hair. I'll go with Curly.
Wait, Mo's the one that beat on all of them.
Do a hunt in Uwharrie. I'm not sure how you pronounce that.
That's in North Carolina.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of activity there.
We're going there.
And Robin is from that area. I'd love to go out with Robin sometime. And on her mountain.
Brown Mountain.
Yeah, right. What were you saying?
Brown Mountain.
Larry, Mogues, and Curly. Chris says, if I bring up Larry a Snickers bar, will I be part of his clique?
Yes, definitely.
Anybody that feeds Larry.
Any food.
Friends for life.
They're in.
If you want to get him to follow, you just bring a bag of breadcrumbs and drop them as you go. He'll follow you.
And you might find a recorder.
Yeah, that's true.
Be like James Woods in Family Guy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Aussie Tiger, what's up? SawDustt and Beast, what's the closest you've been to a squatch?
I would say less than 30 yards.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can't prove it. It's just
No, that's a. I mean, to say you can't prove it, you know,
yeah.
why? Because no picture, no. I mean, you know, that's
Right.
it's your reality. Don't feed. Don't feed Larry. You may follow him. Mom, can I keep him? No, honey, you got to let him go. What do they smell like? LOL.
Well, Larry, tell him what you smelled in
Well,
Oklahoma.
the one that I smelt like a wet dog with feces stuck in its hair. Not real good.
No.
But sometimes they don't have a smell. Sometimes they do. So
Yeah. And I think a lot has to do with the wind direction.
Maybe personal hygiene on the Squatch's part.
probably.
Yeah. I think
because there's so many stories where one stinks to holy hell and this guy didn't smell a damn thing. You know?
Uh-huh.
What else? Do not feed me. Richie says, do not feed me after 12 a.m. We know what happens after that.
Little monster.
Little mogwai. Well, let's see. Mug's asking guess. Okay, you ask. What are orbs for?
have no idea. Have no idea.
I asked. Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, the orb I've seen was I know it was a spirit orb. It was inside a house, but you know, you hear all these stories that an orb shows up in the woods, Bigfoot shows up, flying saucer shows up, Bigfoot shows up. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I've not had an experience with an orb, so I don't know.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Orbs are baby UFOs.
Maybe.
How about that? You didn't answer my question.
Yeah. What was the question? And was it directed at us? Could be to somebody in chat, for all we know. I don't see the question. So if you want to post it again, you know, just put it in caps and I'll pay attention this time. That's all I can do. Robin says they are in the mountains. We stay clear of them. So
is she talking about orbs?
Yeah. Mark and I actually went to northern Georgia with one of our buddies because he sees them pretty consistently.
Yeah.
In northern Georgia, and we went there to see them ourselves. And the 3 or 4 days we were in there, every evening it came a huge thunderstorm, so we didn't really have any experience with them because we were laid up in our hammock trying to survive.
Lewis says, I heard from that lady who has Bigfoot living on her land that the Sasquatch have the orbs that guide them. All right. I've heard this one too. Orbs are their drones. Excuse me.
That's possible.
Could
I
be.
would think if it was a drone, it'd be a UFO drone.
Yeah.
My thought, anyway. Patrick wants to know, any new sightings at LBL?
Somebody posted something of a sighting, didn't they, Larry? Here just recently?
Possibly, but I don't remember, so I don't know.
Richie said he saw a blue and white orbs in Washington State in 2017.
I would love to see one.
You would. And I believe our buddy, he said they're normally blue, white, or red, but normally blue or white.
The one I saw was blue. All right. If you guys are out of questions, or if you have any more questions, now's the time to get them out because we are going to wrap this up here in a minute or two.
Mark, don't you yawn. Don't you do it. Because if you do it, I'm going to do it.
I'm just going to be like this. I don't want to see it. Just hear it and I'll start yawning. I'm pissed that you even mentioned it because that's going to get me yawning.
Yeah, now I want to too.
That Larry's the trouble.
Power of suggestion. Patrick said he saw a UFO with those 3 colors.
Cool.
Michigan Rob, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And good job on your show today, by the way, Rob and Tex.
Yes, sir.
Brunch with Bigfoot. Check it out. Lewis says, I was taught by an elder that an orb is a sign of evil.
Well, I'm glad I've never seen one then.
Yeah.
Just change your thinking, huh?
Yeah.
What was y'all's best sitting or sighting?
Sighting.
Sorry.
I would have to say Shelley's. Now, Larry was in the truck driving, but that was a pretty amazing sighting that she had. Because it was a daytime sighting.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I can't say 100% that I've had a sighting. I've seen glances of stuff through the woods, but don't know what it was for sure to say yes or no. And I've not had a face-to-face sighting or any of that.
Paranormal reporter. Mark, Larry, have you ever come across any tools perhaps created by Sasquatch?
Now, in the Appalachians, you did find some kind of tools when y'all went up that one mountain, didn't you, Larry?
Man, I've slept since then. We found something that could have been used, but I can't remember. Did we even take pictures of it or anything?
I wasn't with you. Me and Cam Butner went down to the river, and then y'all went up on the mountain, that other mountain.
Yeah. Right now, I just can't think about it. I don't remember offhand. We've done so many stupid things and found so much stuff.
Real, good night. Thank you very much. Night Mogsters. Thanks, Mug. Sawdust and Woods.
Good night.
Thanks, Real. Jeff says I call the Pajerski brothers the Jurassic Park brothers.
They are a trip.
Where are they out of?
Nebraska.
Okay. I just saw their names on in Facebook. You know, they were next to each other, but it was people you may know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were both sitting there next to them, so it was funny that I saw their names today. Let's see what Duke just posted here. If y'all want to see some stuff about giants and little people, check out the show I just live streamed with the Lost Cryptids Conservatory an hour ago when Moog's live stream here is done.
Will do, Duke.
Right on.
Will do.
It's funny that, you know, he just did a show about the little people and it came up tonight.
Yeah, he's had a show on with Robin Moonshadow that was very interesting about little people. I've never really thought a lot about it. I've heard a lot of stories, but listening to her talk about it.
Try to ask questions. YouTube pulls it. Nothing weird, neither. I don't have any like restrictions on or anything overbuilt, so I don't know why that would happen. Luis says, I'm 3/4 Hispanic and 1/4 Native American, and an elder took me under his wing because I didn't have a father. That's good that somebody looked out for
Yeah.
you, Lewis.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I couldn't think of a better teacher than, that must have been cool. You have some knowledge there, dude. I'm sure. Joe says, stop yawning, basically. Now y'all got me yawning, damn it.
There goes Mark again. He's trying to keep it.
Y'all see Larry rubbing his head? When Larry starts rubbing that head, he tired.
Yep.
He's ready to go to the hammock.
We're going to wrap it up, guys.
Well, we ain't got to wrap it up just because I'm rubbing my head.
No, it's...
We can wrap it up because Mark's yawning.
I yawning?
You're
Never
going.
ever noticed that Larry's always for the blame.
We enjoy that.
Okay, what is this? Overbuilt says, question, what opinion of picture Bigfoot standing in the water next to the land? It says band, but it's an up close picture. I think I know the one he's talking about.
Is it the one that they're looking down in the water at it and it's looking up?
Yeah, and it's like it's really wide, and that's the only one I can think of. The head, obviously no neck.
From what I understand of that picture, it was a hoax. It was a toy that they put in the water and took the picture. But who knows?
Have you ever heard of the Dogman in the Woods? Well, of course you heard of it, but have you heard it? Maybe that's...
I haven't. We have reviewed probably 12,000 hours of audio from LBL, and any vocalization that did not match up with any other known animal on the spectrogram, it's just one frequency signature. And so if they are there and we have not captured any of their vocalizations.
Or we've captured it and don't know it's them.
Yeah.
One or the other.
That might have been mimicking a Bigfoot.
Who knows?
I wonder if a Bigfoot mimics a Dogman. Bigfoots are known mimics, so...
Yeah.
Be interesting. I don't see any other questions unless I'm just not going back far enough. Caller's question. Nope. No, actually, Lewis says it's all related. Bigfoot, UFOs, and little people. All right. That would explain a lot. Anyway. I'm starting to fade myself, so I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. You guys are awesome, and you know how I feel. My door is open to you guys anytime. And thanks again for the opportunity, for the promo and everything. That was really fun and an honor. So thank you again for that.
Well, thank you for what you do and for helping us whenever you help us. You come on our show too, so it's always good to scratch each other's back when we need some help. So
yeah, next time it's a little to the left. Missing the spot. No. But yeah, thank you guys so much again. I'll be in touch with you guys soon. If you guys want to hang out backstage, I'll be right back there. You want to say goodnight to chat? Now's the time.
Good night, everybody.
We appreciate everybody that comes on here and interacts, and we wish the best for each and every one of you.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be right with you. Well, guys, I think that was an amazing show. I am so happy that everybody joined me tonight. We had 103 tonight, 104. That was fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for everything you do for me. You know, if I couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you. Thank you. To my moderators, awesome job. I can't do it without you. Lockbeard, what's up? Just got here. You just missed it, buddy. Next time. So what are we at? Thursday. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys Tuesday. Probably see you before then. You know, I'll be in chat somewhere. Always am. But again, thank you guys so much. I love you all. Peace and God bless. Oh yeah, before I hit that end button, if you enjoyed the show, hit the like, subscribe, share, leave comments below. All right. Good night, guys.